When you're staring at a Clint Eastwood 20 film collection, you got one question to ask yourself. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? This thing's heavy enough you could do curls with it. Anyway, this is the Clint Eastwood 20 film collection, and you slide it out here. It has this little cover on there. Now this set also comes with this right here, this hardback book. Look at Clint Eastwood right there. Look at him. Looks like a nice old guy, doesn't he? But this man's Dirty Harry. Don't let him trick you. He'll pull a 44 Magnum on you and blow you away when you're not looking. Alright, let's open this up and check it out. Yeah, flip the page. Don't look at me. Okay, Clint Eastwood. First up, you have Dirty Harry. This is like the quintessential 1970s action movie. You know, this guy's a badass. He's a detective. He carries around a 44 Magnum and doesn't take shit for anyone. There's a sequel to it, Magnum Force. You have Josey Wales, a great Western movie, The Gauntlet. Clint Eastwood drives around in an armor-plated bus to protect a witness. By the way, the chick in this movie, she's like a little blonde chick. She has like a dirty mouth, and she wears bell-bottoms. I don't know why, I just like that. Then you have Every Which Way But Loose. Everybody told Clint Eastwood not to do this movie, and he went against their advice, and it turned out to be one of his most successful movies ever. And then you have the movie Firefox. This is one of the early 80s movies. I don't remember anything about this movie. Let's keep going here. And then you have Sudden Impact, one of the Dirty Harry sequels. And in my opinion, the first two Dirty Harry movies are like the only Dirty Harry movies to me. After that, they kind of just started losing their momentum. Then you have Pale Rider, and then Heartbreak Ridge, where Clint Eastwood plays a badass gunnery sergeant, and this is the quintessential man's man right here. Like, this is a parody of testosterone in this movie. So many one-liners. Whatever you do, just don't call Clint Eastwood a jarhead, because he will kick your ass. And then you have Unforgiven, arguably Clint Eastwood's best Western movie. He directed this movie. In my opinion, I still like the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to Clint Eastwood Western movies. Either way, this movie teaches you never mess with a working girl. You scar her, then Clint Eastwood's going to come looking for you. And then you have A Perfect World, where Clint Eastwood plays a sheriff, and Kevin Costner kidnaps a young boy in his underwear, and he steals a Casper costume later on. Hey, Philip, this here's a time machine. That's my... Okay, either way, let's keep going. Space Cowboys, a movie I actually just watched last night for the first time ever. A lot of cheese, a lot of goofiness. I kind of enjoyed it, though. It's kind of like The Expendables, but with... I was going to say with old people, but same difference. Except they go into space in this movie. I liked it. I didn't love it, and I understand it has a lot of mistakes. A lot. Mystic River. Tim Robbins plays a creepy bastard in this movie. And then we have $1 Million Baby, where Hilary Swank plays a boxer. I just call her Boys Don't Cry. And then we have Letters to Iwo Jima. It kind of gives you a perspective of the other side of the war, when we were fighting down in the Pacific during World War II. A very interesting movie. A lot of heartfelt emotion. And by the way, Clint Eastwood directed this movie as well, and he's directed a lot of other movies we just talked about. And the thing about him is he's able to change up his directing style and his visuals for every movie, and it really fits the tone that he's going for. And then we have Gran Torino here, where Clint Eastwood plays a badass. And this is one of my favorite Eastwood movies of all time. Get off my lawn. Okay. And then we have Invictus, where Morgan Freeman was made for the role of Nelson Mandela. This is kind of like a feel-good movie. Not really one of my favorite movies of Eastwood. And then we have Hereafter. I haven't watched this movie. I've never seen it. Maybe one day I will get around to watching it. And then we have J. Edgar Hoover, Leonardo DiCaprio, once again snubbed. Either way, this movie has some faults. Overall, it's interesting to see J. Edgar. This guy has a lot of secrets, that are hidden in the closet, figuratively and literally. Then you have Trouble with the Curve with Justin Timberlake, and Clint Eastwood plays a old baseball scout. Look at all that right there. 20 Clint Eastwood movies in one package. You know what this movie makes me want to do? There's too much testosterone and manliness going on. I feel like I gotta do something. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Oh, by the way, that's Gran Torino back there. That's the scene where he pulls over, takes out a fake imaginary gun out of his pocket, cocks it back, and scares gang members. Clint Eastwood has the power to do that. Okay, this set also comes with 2 DVDs. Both these kind of document Clint Eastwood's career. One of them just showcases each movie that he's done, with Morgan Freeman narrating it. But the only thing is, he spoils each movie. So if you haven't seen a lot of his movies, maybe skip over that one. But the other one kind of just tells about his entire life story. So that's the Clint Eastwood 20 film collection. There's a lot of great movies in this collection. There's some mediocre ones in there, that kind of just connect the dots in his career. But overall, Clint Eastwood is a pure badass. That guy is pretty much much the definition of testosterone, badassery, and becoming a rugged cowboy. Now, Clint Eastwood's been acting and directing in Hollywood for around 40 years now, and really think about that number. I mean, how many other actors have had a successful career that has lasted that long? So if you're a fan of Clint Eastwood, I recommend picking this up. You know, it gives you a taste of everything that guy's done throughout his entire career. I really enjoyed it. There's a few movies in here that I haven't seen yet, and I'm really looking forward to checking them out. And just holding this in my hand makes me more of a man. It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have. Jesse, we must be very precise. Anyway, guys, since you guys always ask me, this t-shirt's from redbubble.com. I'll put a link down below. You've got Walt there sitting between tubs of methamphetamine. Alright, so thanks for watching, and down below, let me know what your favorite Clint Eastwood movie of all time is. I have two. It's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and it's Gran Torino. And by the way, if you guys want to watch another Blu-ray review, click this link up here somewhere. It'll take you to this video where we talk about the Mad Max Trilogy on Blu-ray.